Okay, and I'm live, I hope. This is a get ready with me, and I am getting into drag. And if you don't want to see that, please turn off. But if you are interested, say hello in the comment section. But basically, I am just going to be getting into drag as per scheduling. Hey, Blue Black. Hey, Cappuccino and Lori. So glad you can make it. Feel like I'm rushing around a little bit today. Nothing new. Where is my white? Hope everyone is doing good. There we go. Okay. And Lynette, of course. So glad everyone can make it. I don't know if I like this background. Let's see. Oops. Okay. We're in a little science fiction. I don't know what. Okay. So I didn't have time to do this white base. I'm running a little bit late. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down. By the way, the reason why I'm always saying, well, not always, but I'm saying, pointing out that I am getting into drag is because a lot of times when I post something when I'm out of drag, I lose subscribers. I'm not really sure why. I assume it's because maybe they didn't realize I was a drag queen. I don't know. But I noticed that when I was doing, when I first started doing this Get Ready With Me, and also when I posted those TikToks, those real quick TikTok videos, I lost a few subscribers. Which is fine. Okay. So Cappuccino's doing well. Okay. So I did finish Mrs. Pinkerton, or Miss Pinkerton, which is a who wrote it? Doris Roberts? Is that the name? Something? But she's called the American Agatha Christie. And I guess this was written, it felt like the 30s. And it's very readable. I think a lot of younger people, when they see something that's written in the 30s, and some novels are difficult to read. Like I think Lovecraft is not the most easily readable author, but this one happened to be very easy to read. I only gave it 3 stars though, because I mean it's a cozy mystery, you know, like a Agatha Christie or any of those types of, I think they're called cozy mysteries. But my issue with Miss Pinkerton, and that's actually, the character's name is Hetty, I think, Hetty something. But Miss Pinkerton is what I want to say her like secret agent name or her nickname. That okay. Let me back up and tell you the premise. The premise is a woman who is a nurse, and she is used by this detective as sort of an undercover agent. Which is kind of interesting. What disappointed me, however, was that the mystery, and I don't read a lot of mysteries, but the mystery wasn't solved by Hetty, which I kind of expect in a cozy. Oh, there's some other people around. Lemonade Stand, hi. Oh, you love the short videos? They're actually experiments because I don't know much about YouTube Shorts, and I don't really use TikTok. But I decided, well, it'd be easy for me to do those, those book things. This is the book I'm using today, using a book thing to transform from out of drag to in drag. But I don't really understand TikTok that much. But I thought I'd start doing them. And those videos actually do, for me, better than expected on TikTok. They get like 200 and something views, which is more than I usually get on my YouTube videos. But then they have these YouTube Shorts, and I don't really understand them. Oh, and here's the other thing. The last short I uploaded, it had a Eurythmics song, Sweet Dreams. And I got a copyright block. Now, I've gotten copyrighted claims before, and I don't care because I'm not monetized, and they're welcome to whatever revenue they want to get from that video. But the Eurythmic got a copyright block, which meant that the videos couldn't even be seen by other people. So I used a what do you call it? The free music. Okay. Anyway. Oh, Lori is sleepy. Wake up. Oh, this book, Miss Pinkerton. This poor nurse, almost through the entire book, she was complaining about her lack of sleep. Because every time she tried to sleep, something happened to her. You like the TikToks? Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Fit. Main character in this was, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought it was weird. She didn't have as much of an active role as I thought she would. Ooh, 30% off ColourPop. The one makeup, if I'm going to get makeup, and I'm in the middle of moving, so I doubt if I'll get anything, is it ColourPop that has Bulletproof? But I really need a black, 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 and a white, 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 like a super white and a super black. And I think it's ColourPop that has the infamous, a lot of drag queens use Bulletproof, which is the super black. And what was I think the white is called Taco. So I definitely want those two because I'm running out of my black. And I am using Redacted Star, probably this one, Conspiracy Palette, which I got, or this Jawbreaker, which I got when I first started Booktube. Some people actually gave it to me as a gift. So it's probably this Jawbreaker, which I like because of the colors in it. And of course, the green ones You'll see why I can't use green. Anyway, maybe I'll just do a pink and purple or orange and purple or blue and orange. Or a red and pink. I like contrasting colors, so anyone's welcome to suggest anything. Let me see my other palettes. I have my Charlie and the Chocolate Factory palette. And the brown fell out. This one was a brown that fell out. Anyway, this has an orange. Actually, I like this sort of orangey yellow. I think I'm going to use that and purple. Let's do that. Yeah. So anyway, I wasn't that impressed with Miss Pinkerton, but I finished it. I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't a bad book. It just was disappointing just for that reason that she didn't solve the mystery. But again, it was very readable. Oh, and then I think I mentioned this last week because I'm looking for an audiobook. So I went ahead and got Legendborn as an audiobook. This is a set in the South, I believe, and it's from a Black POV character, which is one of the reasons why I was kind of interested to read it. And I got the audio version. And at first, I could not take the audio version of this book because it has the main character is a young Black woman. I think she's just beginning college. And she has a Southern accent. And the narrator was I assume a Black woman who had kind of a little baby voice. You know how some women have sort of a higher pitched baby voice, which it made her sound young. I don't know if the narrator is actually young or not, because I know some women in their 40s that have a little baby voice. And she had a slight Southern accent, and she can do a Southern accent really well. So that part I liked. But what I didn't like was this narrator went to the William Shatner School of Acting. So sometimes she has pauses in odd places for emphasizing words. And if you know William Shatner, you know what I'm talking about. And it was driving me batty. But here's the trick. If you do get the audiobook, I kind of regret getting it, but I got it. But if you do get it, if you bump up the speed to 1.2, nothing crazy, but I bumped up the speed to 1.2 and it was fine. Suddenly, I'm really enjoying the audio version. Okay. Missing a lot. Cozy mysteries are okay once in a while. I don't usually get them. Oh, James Patrick. He does thrillers, though, more than mysteries, doesn't he? I refuse to get TikTok. I don't recommend getting TikTok. It's a young person's game. All your makeup guidance. One day we'll put you into drag fit. Can't help it. Flavia Deleuze. I haven't read Flavia Deleuze. Oh, this is a good question. I am tentatively thinking the 3rd week of June. but it's so crazy because I have to get a new place before I move, and I have to set up movers, and the movers want like a month advance notice, and because I'm moving out of state, and have to sign a lease, have to work with my job to make sure that I can move out of state because that's still a question. But tentatively, the third week of June. Oh, so Trixie likes Nyx for white. I'm gonna have to look that up. Conspiracy and blood sugar. Yeah, the blood sugar has all the reds. I mean, if you're going to get a Jeffree Star, a redacted star, this one has, I like this one more than the conspiracy, this Jawbreaker. If you like colors, because it has a big selection of colors. I do not have a P.O. box. I don't know that Mr. Cozy. Oh, Miss Pinkerton? Oh, Legendborn. Are we talking about Legendborn? Here's what I like about it. It actually is an own voices book. Because, for example, I read Cinderella is Dead, which is another Black author with a Black main character. But I don't really consider it a own voices, at least as far as being a person of color, because there was no there was nothing in Cinderella is Dead had anything to do with the struggles or what it's like being Black or anything. She just happened to be a Black character in this fantasy world where it didn't really matter. In Legendborn, no. In Legendborn, we're getting a lot of the Black experience, which I do like a lot. But it also weaves in a lot of the Merlin mythology, which I'm finding interesting. So I haven't gotten that deep into it, but so far it's kind of interesting. The first audiobook I ever got, Lemonade, was Ready Player One. And it had Will Wheaton as the voice actor. And I don't think he's that experienced as a voice actor, but I kept falling asleep. I kept falling asleep. So at that time I was saying, audiobooks may not be for me. But then when I started reading while going to the gym or jogging, right now it's just jogging, I'm enjoying them. Christopher Walken, yeah, exactly what I'm saying. The worst narrator I have made all the French accent sounds like Pepe Le Pew. That would amuse me. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to go into the purple. It's really packing it on just to get that color, because sometimes it doesn't show up on camera that well. Bring it down. Oh, did everyone see my interview with Alexa Dunn? My first author interview. And that got a lot of good views, but it's mostly because it's Alexa Dunn, who's a big name on AuthorTube. And she was kind enough to promote the the interview. I need a darker purple to, come on, blend, damn it, blend. But I did enjoy The Ivies. And that's a young adult thriller. But the setting is completely in a high school, a boarding school, high school boarding school. And it deals a lot with college admissions and that type of thing, because Alexis has a lot of experience advising college students for their essays, I think. But if you're not interested in that, and it's been a while since I had to deal with anything college admissions wise. Where'd my Charlie? Okay. This has a deeper purple. I'm going to use this. If you're not interested in that, you probably wouldn't be interested in the book. And it does have to deal with high school kids. But it's more of a murder mystery. I was trying to get her to talk about that more, but because when I read it, I was like, oh, I'm reading a mystery. But it's marketed as a thriller. Let's catch up. Ooh. Blue Black, what put me off mostly were there too many and too convenient improbable plot tropes. Are we talking about the Ivies? Some prose styles can be, are we talking about Miss Pinkerton? Oh, you're like, it's well, I just really deep, but now it's looking purple. We went from lavender to purple. Hey, Kelly. Does it really take? Yes, it does. These get ready with me's. I'm starting in the middle because it's after I put on the foundation and the contouring and all that stuff. Well, that takes maybe an hour. And then usually when we start these get ready with me's, which basically I'm doing the eye shade and getting the lipstick and all the finishing touches on. It usually goes around 90 minutes, but I'm sitting here talking to people and that can take up some time. Oh, thank you, Cappuccino. Thank you, Lori. Oh, great. Those are affiliate links, so I do get 10 cents every time you buy a book on Amazon. Enjoyed the interview. Fit. Darn, too loud to hear where I am. Indoor trampoline. Indoor trampoline. That sounds dangerous. Okay, we'll see Fit later. And trampolines. Hey, scientists. Just arrived from dinner. Now, you had tagged me in a video a while ago, and I haven't had a chance to do the tag, but I've been meaning to. Sometimes when I respond to a tag, I think I usually do them all, but sometimes it's usually 2 to 3 months after the tag that I actually post them. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, let's go back to this lavender. I mean, ideally, it would be lavender on the outside. But this is really going big. Oh, well. And purple on the... I like this. I think we're good. Okie dokie. Let's cut the old crease. Oh, halfway through. I love Ringworld. Oh, and you're also reading Female Husbands. I was reading at first Female Man. I do not know this one. Trans history, which lists people born female but lived as male in the 18th and 19th centuries. That's kind of interesting. Hope you're liking Ringworld. Haven't seen your interview yet, but I did add a bunch of your videos to a playlist. Yay, get those. Yes. C'est que vie. C'est que vie is the other Booktube drag queen that it's a reason why I read Miss Pinkerton. In Kevy, I was just saying that I had finished it. But the one thing that disappointed me about it was if it didn't feel like Miss Pinkerton or Hetty was that active in solving the mystery. It was mostly the detective, it felt like, to me. But we will talk about that more. Okay. Oh, and everyone subscribe to Kevy's channel. Oh, wait a sec. Forgot the black, as usual. I really need more brushes. Yeah, and if you like mysteries, definitely subscribe to Kevy's channel. I think I've mentioned before, but the mystery, one of my favorite mystery, cozy mystery novels or characters is Nero Wolfe. Because he is so unconventional. And my father was a huge Nero Wolfe fan, so he had like all the paperback books. So of course I read them when I had nothing else to read. But he's unconventional because he is extremely plus size, and he never leaves his brownstone. This black just is not cutting it. And he's very particular with his food. He has like a private chef. And he's really into orchids. But the novels are from the point of view of Archie, who is the legs. And because Nero Wolfe never leaves his brownstone, the only one who actually goes out and does the investigations and does the interviews and whatnot, mostly investigations, is Archie Goodwin. And so Archie is, of course, always wrong on his assumptions of what's going on in these cases. And Nero Wolfe is, of course, the super Sherlock Holmes type genius who gathers the information and actually solves the mystery. I don't know her. So, kind of embarrassed that another drag queen is watching me put on makeup because I'm so bad at it. But I have improved. I think I've improved. Okay, now I'm going to cut the crease. There's a blind detective set in the 19th century. I can't remember his name. I don't know that one. Yeah, I haven't read Nero Wolfe in a while, and I have a feeling it's probably really dated because it's during the time of the hard-boiled detective stories. Oh, come on. Which are, of course, kind of sexist, but. Okay. Oh, scientist. Is scientist still here? Everyone does drag in their own way. But people would be horrified if they watched me paint. Yeah. Maybe that's why I lose subscribers when I do get ready with me. I'm horrific at eye makeup. It isn't an easy feat. Scientist Reading World, he tagged me in this video called Firsts. Like the first time you read a young adult or questions like that. Anyway. Oh, and check out his tag on his channel. One of the questions was your first adult novel or real book or something. And mine was a cozy mystery because I was, I think, 8 or 9 years old, and we were going on this camping trip. And there was a novel that it's probably my mother had, and I kind of had a crush on one of the characters on the cover who kind of looked like Roddy McDowall. And it had a picture of a old lady shimmering down a rope as well. And it was a Mrs. Paulifax novel. And I think that would make a great miniseries. Because it's kind of like Murder, She Wrote, sort of an older detective. But Mrs. Paulifax's story, if you don't know, is she's a retired, I don't know what her profession was, but her husband died and she just wanted something to do with her life. And she always had a dream to be a secret agent. And apparently the first novel, which wasn't the novel I read, she went into the CIA agency and signed up for to be an agent. And of course, she was totally unqualified, but through a series of coincidences that went her way, she ended up going on a mission. Anyway, she was so good, they of course hired her as a full-time secret agent by the time I read my Miss Paulifax novel. But there were 2 attempts to make this into, well, not a series. The first one was a movie. I think it was Rosalind Russell's last movie, where she played Mrs. Paulifax. And then they tried it again as a television series with Angela Lansbury. But it just didn't catch on. I don't know what actor would be able to play Mrs. Polifax these days. Oops. It'd have to be an older actress in her 60s. Thing is, Angela Lansbury is just too old. It also has to be an active actress. Because Mrs. Polifax actually knows martial arts, which I always thought was, for some reason, it tickled me when I was young. See this older woman doing kung fu or whatever it was. Okay. Yes, if you're talking about Mrs. Polifax, yes. And then there were none. What was the first title? Oh, The Little Indians, yeah. It wasn't Meryl Streep for Mrs. Polifax. Oh, to play her now. Actually, yeah. I don't think Meryl Streep would do a television series, though. Maybe a movie, though. Okay, I'm going to switch to Inglot. God, Meryl Streep's in her 60s now. Or is she in her 70s now? She's just one of those people that are ageless. And it's a good brush. This is an art supply brush, by the way. It's not a makeup brush. Oh. And for those who don't know, I hate wearing mascara because it's always goopy and everything, but I don't like dusty lashes, so I just paint my lashes with this Inglot shadow. Then There Were No about 14 years ago. I have not read that. I heard it's an excellent. I kind of want to see the. I heard it's an excellent book, but I kind of want to see the BBC series because I've heard of that too, but I haven't seen it. Worst title before Indians. Really? No. Oh my God. But an early one that I read, not sure if it was what novel we're talking about. Oh, Then There Was None. That was your first one. I might have read Agatha Christie before, but then There Was None was the one I remember reading the most. Yeah, no one in my family was really that into Agatha Christie. I think we had a couple, which I may have read, but I just don't remember. Oh my gosh, the other, besides Wolf, the other, I don't know if they're cozies or not, but it's John D. McDonald's Travis McGee books, which I've heard, and I have read a couple, I just don't remember them. But just by looking at the covers, at least the ones my father had, they are obviously quite sexist. And I've heard people recently that tried to read them come away with how sexist those novels are. But they always had this like scantily clad women on the covers, and all the titles were names of colors. Like I remember one was A Tan and Sandy Silence, but there's like everything had a color on it, on the title. Girl in the Brown Paper Bag. Okay, let's get some black to set. Ooh, oh boy. Oh man. See, I messed up here. Okay, let's see if I can try to fix this or make it worse. There. Okay. The stuff they got away with back in the day. Well, it wasn't really getting away with it. That's just how things were back in the day. It's a classic for ATTW. Oh, the Agatha Christie one. Yeah, most. There's a few exceptions. I think the copy I had was the early 80s. They had 10 Little Indians. I knew there were two titles when I read it. Christie was classist as well. Some colonial classist and racist views. Wasn't there some weird, and I know this from Doctor Who, but wasn't there some weird situation where Agatha Christie disappeared for like a period of time and no one knows? It's like the author herself had her own little mystery. Good old Clown White. Where would I be without you? Let me actually set this with white. Oops. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. She's missing for 10 days. And shortly before her husband, it's really before her marriage publicly dissolved. Well, I think that's a good reason. I mean, why would you have to deal, if you're a public person, why would you want to deal with all the publicity of getting divorced and back then when divorce was a big thing? Yeah, people don't really remember how big of a deal divorce used to be. Okay. Looking better. Ah. Ah. She never spoke about that time, and no one knows where she was or exactly why. Some say she had amnesia. Maybe she claimed amnesia, but I'm not sure. Which could have just been her way of saying it's none of your business. I didn't know about that either. Blue Black. Didn't Poe disappear? Oh, bye, Kivi. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay, I'm going to go back to the orange and do a little orange pop under the eyes, as per usual. Kind of want to color up here. Maybe just a little bit of pink. Now I was watching, just for nostalgia purposes, The Love Boat. And I usually can't get through a whole episode, but I just like seeing the old stars that used to come on The Love Boat. And that in Fantasy Island. And it had a fascinating setup. I like Fantasy Island more. but where there were like a whole bunch of little stories. Well, like 2 to 3 stories, almost like short stories in each episode, played by a different cast of characters. And the main cast or of guest stars, and the main cast was just supporting actors to these stories. I don't suggest watching it, by the way. It's a terrible show. But I was just wondering, I don't know if they could do a show like that anymore because, I mean, are there celebrities anymore like that? They would come on these variety shows, like Carol Burnett. Like every week, she had, like, I guess Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live is really, I guess, the last variety show, which I don't really watch much anymore. But the Love Boat, the celebrities were usually, I don't want to say has-beens, but sort of B-list celebrities. I guess that would be YouTubers now. Okay, where's that black? Just try to fade this out a little bit. Okay. I think we are done with eyes. Oh, no, we're not. I always forget to do that little inner cat thing. Oh, you watch Love Boat every week. I really did like Fantasy Island when I was growing up. That was my favorite. Yipes. Yeah, Lynette, you're the one that always reads those biographies of people. I love the Carol Burnett. Here's a funny thing. My parents, or father and stepmother anyway, were not comedy fans. So they didn't really watch the Carol Burnett show. And my bedtime was, I think, 10 p.m. and it came on at 10 p.m. So I would have to sneak to watch Carol Burnett. That was my rebellion, watching Carol Burnett. Oh, Antoine. It actually sounds like an interesting biography. Let me go back to Inglot. Do I have a really, really fine, where's that angle brush? Arrgh. It's an interesting man, but the biography was dull. Oh, happy birthday, Cap. Or your channel's birthday. Okay. Now, let's move on to some lips. To write a biography well. I'm going to try to use my flash palette. Oops. Which are these watercolor paints. To outline the lips, that is. I can never get lips even. I hate doing lips. Good enough. Good enough. I can't talk much when I'm doing my lips. Okay. So let's do pink. Let's do pink. Hold on. Is this the lipstick that's almost out? This lemonade here. I got these lipstick. These are Gerard Cosmetics. And they were having a sale for $5 a lipstick. And I wish I got more of them. Because now if you go to Gerard, they're a lot more than $5. I'm going to use some pink eyeshadow to kind of mattify this a little bit. Let's put a little bit of white. Can't see the white. Okay, that was white eyeshadow, which is probably a stupid idea. Let's do a little light, clown light. I should have done this. There, that's better. Okay, let's catch up. Putting together favorite books of all time. Wow. Wonder if that's going to be a long list or not. Cozy Tuesday videos. Asimov's autobiography was a bit hard to get through. 2 volumes, about 1,500 yipes. Well, I know he used to be in the Guinness Book of World Record as the most prolific published author. I don't know if he still is or not. I know, Blue Black, exactly. Check out Cap's channel. Yep. I don't think Bradbury wrote nearly as much as Asimov. I don't know, though. He did write... He was more of a short story writer, and Asimov was more of a novelist, I think. Soft for a minute. Sorry. No worry, Lori. A list of 10 favorite. Oh, I have to check that out. Okay, let's do... I'm going to switch to eyelashes, but where did I put them? Here we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't even. Good grief! I didn't even brush off this bake. Which I should have done before I did my lips. Okay, let me put the blush back on. I don't know why I do it, but I put blush on before. Put on powder. Boy, it's some heavy contour and blush today. Actually, should I try to tone this down? Oh, well, we're just going to have heavy blush and contour today. Ooh. Almost had a big accident. I put 84 Charing Road on my TBR after your video. I have to check that video out. Top 5 books is pretty static, but 6 through 10 is always changing. Yeah, the thing is, for favorite books, is you're always reading something new. Yeah, Lynette, get a channel. Forward to chatting Crossroads many years ago. I feel like the movie. Not read that. Oh, 84. 84 Chatting Road. Okay. Yeah. I think that's part of. Oh, thank you. Cheekbones look cute. Hey, Blue Black. Attention is one of my. I don't know that one. That was my issue with doing YouTube, is that I felt that I got tongue-tied too much and stumbled across my words too much. But I don't know. Okay. Let's put on some gloves. Oh, let's put on some earrings. How about these big old earrings? Oh, the wig I grabbed today, I don't wear very often, but it's my longest wig. Really needs to. Okay, I think this is going to be my finished look. Off to take the dog out, yay! Bookish drummer like sci-fi, fantasy, and Stephen King. Oh, I should check him out too, or her out, or them out. Good walk. Oh, thank you, Blue Black. Okay, so this has been, oh, we did do too badly for time. Only an hour, 20 minutes. Okay, well, thank you once again, everyone, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the Get Ready With Me. I hope you enjoyed this look. And as usual, until we meet again, may all the books you read be blessed.